focus on making agriculture more efficient, because I believe that the pressure on the economy and the drive for exports can be taking exports from 35-40 billion to 100 billion is far easier. It can come straight to the poorest people in the India. I think there is huge impact and small support. I'm very excited about nothing excites an entrepreneur more than opportunity to see growth, and I believe that India can really make a huge impact in agriculture. Today, our economic viability of farmers is the key to success. Economic viability, farmers face huge amount of challenges. Today with the GDP growth, the cost of labor require mechanization, and I think that it's high time that we try to develop indigenous technologies to improve the cost and reduce the labor input in farmers. The whole, we've all seen the impact of monsoon this year. We had very little monsoon in June, and then we've had too much monsoon in the rest of the last 2 months. And I think this is also impacting farmers dramatically. And we need to invest in technologies which make farmers climate smart. And there is the farmers will be able to really afford to pay for that, because it will reduce the impact of climate change. Active participation in these panels. Our Prime Minister is focused on Make in India. There is no bigger industry where we do Make in India than agriculture. And I think the whole, as I said earlier, the export markets can be a biggest cash flow for the economy, for the GDP, and for farmers. And I believe that as government, we need to drive any kind of into or export. The second panel, which we are going to discuss today, is about sustainability. I think the world is moving away from just agriculture to sustainability. The Prime Minister during the impact of sustainability in agriculture to reduce the amount of inputs used, reduce the amount of chemicals and fertilizer. While India is, while we are one of the largest food producers, we are the least users of chemicals and fertilizer as a GDP, as an industry. But I think that there is a great value in optimizing technology to increase efficiency with reducing the use of agriculture. And I think this is going to be a very interesting discussion today. The third and the final panel is about startup industry. I'm very excited to see across the platform, finally, there are a large number of ag tech startups, and this space is very exciting. As UPL, we look at a lot of these, and we look at a lot of these around the world, and this is a very exciting space. And I think there are going to be few winners, but I think overall the whole agtech startup industry is creating an environment where young people, young entrepreneurs, young students, young engineers are starting to invest in this space. Worldwide, the biggest challenge in agriculture is how do we attract young people to come into agriculture, and agtech, nothing like agtech and the hope of doing something transformational and disintermediation is attracting people. In fact, I'm going to Bangalore to talk. At least there are 10-15 agtech startups just in Bangalore, Pune, also in Bombay. So I think this area and this discussion is something which is very, very exciting. I look forward to listening to all the panels. I again welcome our Minister, and I would like to welcome Mr. Chakrabarti to give his...
Thank you very much. Good morning. Honourable Minister, leading forward-looking large companies. These companies are from all geographies and they represent all sectors. And there are 8 who are headquartered here in India. So UPL is one, represented by Mr. Shroff, Jain Irrigation, Godrej Industries, the Tata Group, the Mahindra Group, the Aditya Birla Group, Reliance Industries and ITC. So businesses can be more sustainable and can be recognised and rewarded for being more sustainable through the transformation of 6 systems. So energy, circular economy, our urban and mobility system, people and jobs and consumerism, our financial system, and perhaps most important,